Zealand.
Okay.
My dad's Jamaican and my mum's from England.
Okay.
Moved here in 2016 to pursue my boxing career. Before that, I was boxing for New Zealand and turned pro in 2018. Never got to make my debut, and then recently made my debut last weekend in Denmark.
So I just watched a clip of your debut. I've never seen my cameraman so happy in my life.
Aww.
And I've never seen him smile like that in my life, by the way. See, look, high fives have been given all around. So you say you came from New Zealand. Were you fighting in the Olympics, or were you fighting for New Zealand itself? Or?
Yeah, I was fighting for New Zealand. I only had 7 fights there. My first 3 I boxed for New Zealand. Like, New Zealand pool is so small. First 3 fights I boxed for New Zealand. I boxed for the world at the World Championships in 2014. That was like my 7th fight. So yeah, I was kind of thrown in the deep end. But there's world champions in New Zealand that nobody knows about. So I knew that if I wanted to make it a career, I needed to come to England or America or one of these bigger countries.
So I want to start off on your start of your career, which was MMA, right?
No.
So it wasn't MMA, so it was boxing first?
It was boxing, yeah.
Okay, so it was boxing first, then MMA?
Yes.
So how did you transition from boxing to MMA? What made you do that?
So I couldn't box professional, and I started doing MMA 2020. So I did it for... Look at you trying to cause trouble, you prick. Look, trying to sabotage your interview. Oh, it's because he left and he's bitter.
Exactly.
Uni?
Tell.
Yeah. So I did MMA over lockdown at London Shoot Fighters, and I fought last year, April. That was my first and only MMA fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what made you stop and go from MMA to back to boxing again?
So I won my fight. I had 4 opponents pull out. Obviously, when they say that you've done boxing, they're scared because I think obviously there's more damage from probably punches than anything else. You know what I mean? Like if you get caught with a punch in MMA. So I had like 4 opponents. My opponent pulled out on the day of the fight, and I couldn't get an opponent. And then it was like, in boxing, I just made my debut at super middle, and UFC, what is the heaviest weight? It's like 61 kilos or something.
Jeez.
There's that, and then also I'm a beginner. I'm a beginner in wrestling. I'm a beginner in jiu-jitsu. I'm a beginner in kickboxing. It's like, I think the amount of time it would take me to be a champion in MMA is like so long. Do you know what I mean? Where I felt like in boxing, I'm not that far off. Do you know what I mean? I'm not that far off. I'm not a beginner in boxing, and
So your style of boxing, I don't know, it made my cameraman happy. I don't know, it made me happy. So what's your style of boxing? Who do you watch? What do you like? Who do you rectify around? That's not the word I'm looking for, but who do you base your game around?
Everyone's gonna hate this, but I don't watch boxing. The only fighter I've watched is Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson. Like, I love everything about him. Come on! Like, I feel like I just love Mike Tyson, and yeah. I said to them, don't ask me about boxing because I don't watch boxing, and yeah. But
what do you watch then?
I love Mike Tyson.
What do you watch then?
What do I watch?
Love Island?
No.
Not your thing?
No.
So okay.
I don't really watch TV. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. I'm too busy for that.
Okay, so once you come to the UK, what do you like to watch? Like, what is your thing? Like, what do you enjoy about the UK? Like?
The UK. Well, it's not the weather.
It's not been bad recently.
Yeah, it's been okay. We're grateful. We're grateful for the weather. The boxing. What am I here for? I'm here for boxing. I go to work I come home, I love my dog, I live alone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a very interesting person outside of the gym.
We think you're interesting.
Thank you. Maybe in the gym. Do you know what I mean? I don't get up too much. I don't watch much. I probably sit and scroll on my reels too much on Instagram when I'm not doing anything.
So we are at the fight, by the way. Right now we're at the Savannah Marshall fight.
Yes.
So what's your take on this fight? Where do you see it going?
Like I said, I don't really watch them, but I would love to see Franchon keep her belts. I think she's lovely. I love her energy. I love what she's done. Do you know what I mean? Like, she was really the first one to grab that division, and I would love to see her come. I think everyone's counting her out. You know, all the lead up I've watched, I haven't seen any, like, they're just making her out like the complete underdog, and we love an underdog, but I think she's a cool person, and I like her style. I have actually watched a couple of her fights, and yeah, I would like to see her take her belts home with her. So yeah.
So where do you see yourself, by the way, in the next couple of years?
The next couple of years, world champion.
Champion.
Where does anyone see themselves?
I don't know. It's just a question we got to ask out here. I want to know.
Yeah, we're manifesting. Yeah, no, I have to get there. What have I been through all of this to not reach the top?
Because you never know. You'll be watching this again later on down the line, in a couple of years' time, and watching yourself say this.
Yeah, trust me. No, I've been saying it for years. I've been saying it for years, and I said it in 2018. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm meant to be a world champion. I have it written on my mirror. I'm a champion. Do you know what I mean? If you don't believe in yourself, what are you doing it for?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
What are you doing it for? It's dangerous. It's a dangerous sport. You know, there's not a lot of glory in it. Like, you know, the fans of boxing see the big shows and the big fighters under the big lights, but there's thousands of people that never make it to that level, and thousands of people that have nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Question is, when you next fighting again?
As soon as possible. I don't know right now. I fought last weekend. I haven't actually seen my coach. We've both been unwell. My mum arrived this week. Like, my mum lives in New Zealand, so first time actually coming to see me in the UK. So I'm really just trying to embrace every moment. Do you know what I mean? With my mum, and then
Has she watched you fight before?
She hates it. She hates it. Yeah, I sent her the like the little highlight videos, and she said I love her. I don't think she watched it. I doubt she watched it, but she's happy that I won. Obviously.
All right, well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Wish you the best career, by the way. Great meeting you from our side, and see you later.